Stavi, first-time caller, long-time listener.
Nice,
got to see you right before you blew up all over TikTok out in San Diego. Love your shit. Have all your calendars for the last, 3 years.
There he is.
4 coming up on 2025.
That's right. We do have the 2025 calendars out right now.
Anyways, I have a shitload of things going on in my life, but I'm out here trying to help my friend. He's 26 years old. He's still a virgin. We don't know how. He's pretty attractive. He's 6'2", bigger guy in the sense that he's built kind of like a linebacker. You know, he'd be real good on your football team if you're not professional when you're playing flag football.
Okay.
Big guy, shaved his head, has a big beard. Recently got some earrings. He's trying to get some confidence.
Wow.
But he's just convinced that he needs to meet the perfect woman. He will not go out with a girl or see it through beyond a couple dates the moment that any sort of red flags come up, which for him is she's religious. She wants to have kids in the next few years,
awesome.
yada, yada. And I'm dude, you're
a virgin's red flag is the girl is religious. That's awesome. This guy is an atheist virgin who needs who doesn't want to have kids anytime soon. He's never busted inside a woman, and he's worried about. This is awesome. I love this guy.
You better not love Christ.
I mean, I respect it. Go ahead.
Your quote-unquote dream girl, you're going to be fucked because you got no experience. You're going to let her down.
That's a good
You're going to have
point.
nothing, so you got to go out there and get a taste. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way of thinking, so I'd love to know what you think. And if you do agree with me, what do you think I should say to this guy? How should I talk to him to tell him, go get some fucking puss? Because the day you meet the girl that's going to be your wife, you want to be able to put down some pipe.
Amen.
And not just have her be like, oh, fuck, he's great, but, because, sex matters.
Sure.
Anyways, love you, Stavi. Love you, you Albanian fucker. And guest, would love to hear your feedback, too. Love you if you're on the pod. All right, have a good one.
This guy loves us all, man.
Look at that, full of love.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very interesting case because, and I don't mean to jump to this, I don't mean to be regressive here. It feels a little classic. Is this guy gay? Have we ruled that out? Have we ruled that out completely?
Oh,
because this sounds like and maybe look, I don't want to jump completely to that, but I knew some guys who were just looking for the right girl, and that girl turns out had a nice fat cock. Yeah. You know what I mean? That turns out that girl had fucking stubble, was a guy named fucking Frank, and had a nice fat dick. That's who the right girl was. For the guys I remember, and me and Elders were virgins for a while. We know we were in the thick of it, right? But we were pathetically trying to get pussy at every turn. He just told you that story about texting that.
Oh, yeah,
girl,
that was a bummer.
Like our lives there was no pickiness. I'll say that.
Yeah.
We would have fucked whoever, whenever, and we were just blowing it constantly, right? So now that's a possibility. Now, that's coming from our dirtbag, that's where we come from, what we represent.
Maybe he's got a weird penis.
Well, I had a little ass dick. I was worried about that. That was part of what stopped me a couple times. Could be, but 26. Also, now that's the whatever little ass dick, potentially closeted. If we're taking this at face value, also, this happens, right? Jeffrey Osmus, late ass virgin as well.
But he was a late bloomer.
He's kind of just a straight. Oh fuck! God.
He also wasn't. He wasn't even beating off until he was 23.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he wasn't even.
There was religion tinged into that.
Oh, yeah.
So to be this guy's anti-religious and not, it feels like to get to 26, you got to at least have the remnants of some kind of Catholic guilt or
26
something.
26 is pretty old.
I think. Well, there's.
Now he also
is still so old enough. You're still young enough to be that naive to think
possible.
that love is you have to have the perfect one and
it's like a hopeless romantic.
Yeah.
I think he's got a little acorn down there.
He's got one of the smallest dicks of all time. That's a possibility. That's a true possibility.
This is what I'm gonna say. I wouldn't jump to the gay thing just because we don't know enough.
True. I'm just saying.
The way this guy's describing him, the guy does seem just very self-assured in a way where it's I
respect it.
He doesn't mind waiting or something. I'm not getting any signs that this guy is particularly a loser or particularly like weird or anything. And you know, you mentioned us how like starved for pussy we were when we were like 23.
Yeah.
I think back to that time.
Well, we had fucked when we were 23. Let's not.
23. I don't think I fucked till I was like maybe 22 or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
But I feel like
Really? I thought it was before that.
I go back to 20. It may have even been 23. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I go back. I think about that time. It's like, let's say I didn't even get to fuck then. I probably could see myself settling into a few years of just like, well, just life without pussy. It's okay. Yeah. I learned to live the monkly life and like not get pressed about it and just like accept life without pussy for now, and you know, don't force yourself to like make it happen.
I cannot see that for myself.
Yeah.
I would have been buying if it didn't happen by 21, I would have been buying pussy regularly.
Really? See, I agree over here.
I can see that.
I know that. Yeah, that move.
Yeah,
where you're just like, well, I just won't. It's fine.
You're like, well, it's okay. Life can still be beautiful and enjoyable, and it's okay if I'm not getting pussy.
You sound like a fucking guy, like a burn victim. If I don't have my face, I can't hear anything anymore. But there's beauty in life. There's more to it than that.
Just a lot of woods walks and deep breath.
I see what you're saying, though, Eldest.
So I think maybe that's just what this guy's on. It's like, well, I haven't fucked, and you know, even if you're living like that, you just know, like,
and he's going on dates.
He's gone on dates, and you just know, like, well, I probably will fuck at some point.
Right.
And I don't even get the sense that like he's waiting for like the absolute perfect woman or something. Quite the way this guy is like presenting this to us. I don't know.
Well, he's probably waiting now because he's 26 and he's a virgin. So maybe he doesn't want to lose it to like.
Yeah. I also get that. I get that too, though.
Catherine.
Yeah. I think.
Party girl.
Well, take that, Catherine. I also get the thing too of like, there also might be some nerves here because you're a virgin. You're like, look, I'm gonna fuck somebody I care, because that's what happened to me. I had a girlfriend, like the first time it was like a college girlfriend who I was a coward around women, and we slowly had like the most like year-long courtship where I was like, all right, this is like somebody who cares about me. If my dick is if I can spring my little ass dick on her, she loves me, I'll be fine. That could be kind of what's going on here too, which is kind of a mix of everything. Yeah. Where it's like, yeah, he has some hang-ups, but he believes in himself. He's going to find someone this might just be him looking for someone he's comfortable with. Mm-hmm. And I have to say, as much as I do kind of agree with our caller here, he's a little too pressed. And if his friend is we get these calls sometimes when their friend is completely maladjusted socially and they're fat as shit, ugly incels, and we have to just give them the basic all right, well, make him go see the sun for 20 minutes a day and have him shower 4 times and maybe he can't only eat Hot Pocket. We have to start from the basics with these types of calls where my friend is a late in life virgin, how do I help him? Or this feels like a matter of preference. And also look, we're a very sex positive show. We're pro ho. I'm a slutty boy. Not everyone shares those values. He might be a non-religious guy who still kind of thinks about body count as a thing that matters. He might think I don't want to fuck people that don't matter. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's totally his. So basically, effectively, even though we might have philosophical differences, what's the advice to give here? This guy's on his own little path. Yeah. And he seems to be fine.
I do have this feeling, well, from what I'm gathering, he seems like a guy that's really into The Notebook or whatever. He's got a romantic comedy.
He's a romantic guy.
He might be a romantic.
Which is fine. But sex also sucks a lot. So
it's bad, you mean?
Yeah, when
randomly?
Here and there, it's especially for the first time, probably for the first few years.
Well, I don't. You know what? I actually will say, I think it was good for me to the person I hooked up with was somebody I really cared about. And it did let me work out some and we had a very specific sex life. When I was single afterwards, I was like, oh, we stuck to 4 moves. You know what I mean? And I didn't know it.
That's all that sex is.
But I do think actually it wasn't that bad, to be honest with you. it was good. So I don't know. This guy could be onto something where it's like,
I was gonna say that too. Like, yeah, he's saying like, you know, you want to get your body count up so you know what to do when you fuck. But like, I remember when I lost like my virginity, it was like just the most unremarkable thing. Like in a positive way. It didn't feel like this big, you know, event with pomp and circumstance around it. It just felt like, oh, that felt kind of exactly like what I thought it would feel like. I didn't feel like I was fumbling, like, oh, I don't know what to do. You just kind of know what to do, and it just like feels normal and natural. Yeah, and people just know how to fuck. So you know, when your buddy fucks, and if he finds someone he likes, he'll just know how to fuck, and it's gonna feel cool because you're busting.
Amen.
So don't worry about him like being like quote unquote inexperienced or something because he hasn't fucked mad girls.
Yeah,
it's like when you throw a baby into a pool.
Yeah, they just
naturally.
You just see them get on their back.
Yeah, thrust.
It's not the most elegant thing you've ever seen, but they get the job done. That's what it'll be like.